Hello. In the fall of 2016, the UW-Madison Urban and Regional Planning Department teamed up with the City of Monona through the University Alliance to study city needs for walking and bicycling. This partnership created a plan towards safe routes to school, with recommendations for Monona to begin work to make school routes safe, convenient, and accessible. Safe routes to school are important for making places livable and active. Making streets safe to walk or bike to school has great benefits, such as building a sense of community as adults and children come together, better health for students who can get exercise twice a day, a city that is safe and convenient for not just students, but people of all ages. We surveyed 8 routes close to the 5 schools in the city, walking the routes while answering several questions about physical amenities. We found some convenient infrastructure, such as signage and sidewalks on major arterials like Monona Drive, Dean Avenue, and Nichols Road. Many of the street segments were very wide, with parking allowed on both sides of the street and no sidewalks. This presents conflicts between vehicles and children walking or biking to school. On some of the routes we surveyed, painted crosswalks are missing on one or both sides of the intersections, reducing pedestrian visibility and safety. On other streets, intersections are extremely long, like these two at the corner of Nichols and Schluter near Winnequa Elementary School. Our audit results give a numbered rating to each route to school. These ratings give a comparison between routes and an idea of which streets will benefit the most from improvements. We also sent out an online survey to each of the schools in Monona and received over 250 responses from parents, with the most, over half of them, from parents of Winnequa Elementary School students. We found that only 22% of students walk or bike to school each day. But about 48% of students live within 1 mile of school, and over 70% live within 2 miles. So why aren't more students walking or biking to school? The top 5 reasons why parents do not let their kids walk or bike to school are: too much traffic along the route, traffic is too fast along the route, the child's age or the weather, and finally, a lack of sidewalks along the route. We also took comments from the surveys and linked some of them to specific intersections in an online story map. Here are a few examples of comments about why some children do not walk or bike to school. At Nichols Road, Winnequa curves in one direction. Many cars drive fast on this stretch, and there are no sidewalks or bike lanes to give students a safe path. I find the intersection at Greenway and McKenna to be very nerve-wracking. I walk with my child so that I can have her seen by cars. I would not let her walk that area by herself. At Nichols and Schluter, the crosswalk is at an angle across the street, on a hill, and on a curve. People crossing can't see the cars coming. It's extremely dangerous for children to be walking across. After taking our results and looking at possible priorities, we created a few recommendations for design alternatives to improve Greenway Road and Schluter Road to Nichols. The intersection at Greenway and McKenna is lacking sidewalks and crossings are long. Drivers approaching on Maywood or Greenway from the west have blind spots. Currently, people walking or biking on Greenway or McKenna use a lane painted onto one side of the street. This lane is only 3 feet wide and so can only accommodate one user at a time. Our design proposes to redirect Maywood to McKenna at a right-angle stop, which would eliminate one corner from the current intersection. Sidewalks should be installed on all streets with highly visible crosswalks that cross at the shortest distance between sidewalks. Here is a fly-through of our full design for Greenway Road, from Midmore to Rothman as it approaches Winnequa Elementary School. Finally, a sidewalk should be added to one side of Schluter toward Nichols. Crosswalks at Schluter and Nichols should be altered so that they are shorter and more perpendicular. In this drawing, the western crosswalk on Nichols has been moved down the hill. The crosswalk that used to go diagonal has been shifted to the east side on the top of the hill. We hope that Monona can use this research to develop a safe routes to school plan in the near future.